And no Revolution, but Storm Owl has arrived. Yeah, Storm Owl is here, people.
Welcome to Horse Racing Gamer, where champions are made.
YouTube, what's going on? Horse Racing Gamer here. Welcome back to Gallop Racer 2023. We got through about a dozen or so races last time out, and we have 4 kickoff today. An open, a grade 3, a grade 2, and a grade 1. We have a race at every tier in the game. And first up will be Rocky Hurricane, trying to see if I can figure him out, or if he'll be maybe, well, we'll figure it out. Irish Hill, he's just a project horse. Nothing really with him. In this grade 2, I think we have Storm Owl, just looking to start off his 5-year-old campaign with a sharp year. He'll be at his peak, so I'm gonna try to chase the GWS Turf. Yeah, I'm gonna try to chase the GWS Turf with him this year. It's gonna be tough, but we'll see what he can do. And Major River, Kyoto Stakes, trying to get her, I think, her 3rd grade 1 victory. Something like that. Challenge me. No. Huh. I mean, ugh. No, dude. We're not doing challenges. Okay. Crazy to think. Time of this video, Breeders' Cup is going to be pretty soon. So, gosh, I remember talking about that earlier in the year, just like, oh, I can't wait, you know, till the Breeders' Cup, but I feel like it's a while away. I think I said this back during the Kentucky Derby. Summer racing has come and gone. It's the fall now, at least in the Northern Hemisphere. And yeah, like, we have the Breeders' Cup 2023 coming up really soon. We'll see which of the horses on track we've already been witnessing will obviously show where they, you know, deserve to be in regards to their ranking and their overall nominations. And then obviously future 2-year-olds that'll be 3 years old next year and potentially, you know, competing in the Kentucky Derby and Kentucky Oaks. So we're close to coming full circle again. Gosh, I feel like the season just started and now it's almost over, at least in North America. But anyways, plenty of horse racing still left in the rest of the world. You can always keep in touch with that as well. Kicking off today in an open with Rocky Hurricane. We're the favorite. Yeah, I don't really remember what's been happening with him, to be honest. I just know I'm not, like, doing as well as I should be. He doesn't have a good power rating, and he's a turf horse, so that's really a bummer. I gotta hope that his heart and speed and stamina are respectable. They're not. I would not want to use him for breeding with 39 power, you know, like, that is not part of the plan. So, but we'll see. Such a shame. I really was hoping he would be a special horse in a butterfly effect type of way, but with 39 power, it's kind of hard to make that happen. We'll see. Maybe he'll make up for it in other ways. It's rare that that happens, but if it does, you know. It's a beautiful guy. Buy Golden Boy out of free fear. I mean, Golden Boy, for the most part, has failed as a sire. We really didn't get anybody. I mean, I think we have 1 or 2 horses tops. I think maybe 1 for sure. Classy and Smart. I think she's like the best horse from Golden Boy. Everybody else just kind of fell below our standards as far as being that top tier echelon of a horse. Like, all of his horses came out so weird. The stats were just, you know, just full of imbalance and just didn't make sense with incompatible abilities. It's really weird how the game can have some of your sires or maybe your broodmares just totally mess up your lines, man. No matter what broodmares you use. I used a bunch of broodmares with Golden Boy, and it just, like, all the horses just kind of turned out weird, so. Kind of like Sade Ruler for me. So we got a good run here. Well, a revolution certainly helps, so This is the second episode in a row where I come back to playing, and it's a revolution in the first race. I don't know what's going on over there, or with that. I was going to say two things at once. Oh, Golden Boy, hold on, dude. I mean, Rocky Hurricane by Golden Boy. Was he on the wrong lead? Or am I bugging? I must be bugging, but I swear it looked like he was actually on the wrong lead for a second, but maybe not. Like, did the game put that in for like animation? I know that's a thing, obviously, in G1 Jockey, but I wonder, would Tecmo have done that in this game? Anyways, we won. And I consider it a perfect race. So his stamina can't be that good because he tired out at the end for sure. So I'd be surprised if his stamina was above 70. I'm assuming it's below. A win is a win. I would just like to see the rest of his stats to really see what his full makeup is going to be. You know, it's hard to judge. It's a good win though, and we'll continue to see how that situation develops with Rocky Hurricane. Moving on to a grade 3, 9 furlongs to the dirt. With Irish Hill, 12th favorite. Yeah, Irish Hill is just a project horse. I like his leg type, and I like that he's a dirt horse, and he has good ability. So all I'm trying to do is just get as many top 3 finishes with him in his career as possible. And yeah, long term, see what type of really good all preference type of dirt horses with amazing abilities we could get. That's my long term plan with this guy. So he's not going to be used in any immediate breeding. He's definitely a down the line project horse. So obviously I'll be racing him every now and then. But yeah, another one of my experimental breedings that isn't a part of like the major main objective. You know, it's kind of like a side quest, so to speak. I've failed at them so far. Now, obviously, me being me, I am persistent when it comes to trying to get a task or a goal achieved, so I will not give up just because I failed the first couple of times. I'll continue to try it out until I think I can make a good pairing. I want to take a lower level horse, breed it with a top tier horse, and actually get something good out of it. I know there's RNG involved, and you know, you got to have the right lower tier horse to make that work as well. You can't just take it with anybody. So I took my time picking Irish Hill, and yeah, like I said, I think long term he could give us some really amazing dirt horses if I pair him with the right broodmare. He could at least be the start of that. You know, there's one of the abilities right there, free. That would be nice to have. And with a flexible leg type of being able to run anywhere, I mean that should give us some good flexibility. You know. Now we're expected to finish 12th, so we're just gonna see how Irish Hill fights, man. Keep digging, Irish Hill. We just need to beat, I think, 4 horses at least. Well, 3 more so. Well, that's going to beat our goal, so we're safe by 1 position. There was no kick, no drive there at the end. That wasn't a grade 3. But pretty good eval on the race, so consider that a good ride, good effort. Probably just need to stick him to opens, to be honest. That's probably all I can do with him. Make him a popular allowance type of horse, something like that. We move on to up-and-coming 5-year-old Storm Out. But he has a later growth type, so yeah, he is finally hitting his peak. 11 furlongs here in this grade 2. It's a pretty big deal. And we are the favorite. Actually, is there anybody in this field that we should be worrying about here? Stately Sprinter is a good horse. Rough Love. I mean, it's some decent horses in here. Some decent grade 2 horses. So we certainly have to make sure we do our job. But we are the favorite with Storm Out. I think we're coming in with a little bit of extra weight. And here he is, pretty much at his peak, I'm assuming. The stats may go up a point or 2. but this is him at his peak. With all good abilities, he doesn't really have any downsides, except for the toughness rating being at 47. I wish that was a little bit higher, but otherwise, yeah, buy Golden Boy at Chasing Arts. I forgot. He's the second one. I said classy and smart. Storm Owl would actually be the second success from Golden Boy, which again is one of many, a very few. So Golden Boy and classy and, well, Golden, if I could get it together. Classy and smart. Storm Owl. Buy Golden Boy. Would be the best that, Golden Boy has produced. Which, hey, as long as you get a couple good ones out of the bunch, I still think, that's important. Of course, out of all the Golden Boy breedings that we did, yeah, his overall percentage would be, considered in the failure category. But if he can give us a horse like Classy and Smart and then Storm out here, I mean, that's okay. We can work with that. Yeah, Storm Owl's been a blast, man. I really was thinking on just letting him go for a second because I just felt like he just didn't have that kick at that moment, and that's because he was still growing. So it was really kind of my impatience. And I have to remind myself, like I always talk about wanting horses with longer growth types, and then sometimes I end up forgetting how patient you have to be with them before they're really able to show you what they're capable of doing, especially if their stats, kind of hit a growth surge as they get older. You just have to be patient. Sometimes I forget that, quite frankly. So I need to remind myself, be patient with these type of horses. I got them for a reason. So Storm Owl in good rhythm here. Golden Boy was easy to work with. So was Chasing Hearts, obviously. Storm Owl's mother. They were both very easy horses to work with. So that's why it's just like, it's kind of coasting on cruise control. Now we'll send them. And no revolution, but Storm Owl has arrived. Yeah, Storm Owl is here, people. Storm Owl has showed up. Wow. Yeah, Storm Owl's here, guys. He is here. He's arrived officially. He has arrived officially. Oh, man. Storm Owl causing all sorts of commotion with that performance. Getting it done, probably clearing it by more than 6 or 7. 7 lengths. Destroys it. Was not expecting that at all. So yeah, Storm Owl's the real deal. Who would have thought? It just took waiting till he was 5 years old to see. Yeah, he's putting himself at that tier 1 level. Now we just need to go chase the grade 1s and put him in the GWS turf. Get him into the Hall of Fame. That would be a really big accomplishment. So that's my goal. Great big victory there for Storm Owl. Move on to the grade 1 Kyoto Stakes. Major River. She should be the favorite. Actually, she is. We're co-favorites with Rosie Canary. 14 horse down in post position 14. Big Bird, Dancing Trial, Instant Scope, Royal Chief. I swear, all of last year and now the beginning of this year, every race I've been in, I'm recognizing some really good horses. Like the game is just kind of actually throwing some of the better end of the competition into our races, which I'm all for. I'm just surprised. Usually, these races, it's no real threats, but we actually have competition that will keep us on our toes, which I'm all for. So we're technically co-favorites. So this race is as much ours to win as it is the 14-horse Rosie Canary here. But I think Major River has the better quality overall. Rosie Canary is a little bit faster, but she doesn't have the power, and she doesn't have the heart. Major River has the heart, and she's got the toughness to make it work, so I believe this will be her 3rd grade 1 if we can get that done. Where are you, Major River? Oh, this should be her 4th, actually. 4th grade 1 for Major River. And Rosie Canary has the record, ironically. Gosh, all sorts of things going off. All notifications. Here we go, though. Kyoto 6. We're off and racing with Major River. We're going to start on the backstretch here in Kyoto, Japan. It is a good start for Major River. Sold out crowd here today in Kyoto. Huge scoreboard there. I think for this track it's actually on the infield because I recognize this track in an actual video I saw on YouTube, but that's neither here nor there. I don't really want Major River running as a proceeder, but like the rest of the field is just wanting to kind of really trail behind Rosie Canary, who's setting the pace out there in Cosmic Park, so that is a little concerning. So I'm going to keep Major River. I don't think we're boxed in at the rail. I don't think so. I think we have enough room to move up the inside of Collins here. So we'll be in a good position to strike at Rosie Canary once we get around turn 3 and 4. 12.7 fractions. The pace is slowed down. Okay. Gonna have to start giving Major River a little bit in the loop here. I'll make sure I clear this gap. I think it was important to get through there in time. My bad, Major. Now we're gonna have to go chase Rosie Canary. Here we go. Gotta push. Here we go. Catch Rosie Canary. Catch her napping. Catch her napping. Rosie Canary's done. Oh man. Major River. Can she hold on? I sent her pretty quick, but I had to. Oh, Major River. What a girl, man. Wow. Yep. Rosie Canary, I talked about that heart rating, so I wasn't really too concerned in regards to that. Major River crushes it. She wins the Kyoto Stakes in convincing fashion. Let's go. Absolutely dominated that, man. Came around turn 4 and just sent it. That's what she does, man. That is what Rosie Canary does. Gets it done. She wins the Kyoto. Yep, that's another win at 10.5 for her. I think that's her 4th. Wins by 4 lengths over Dancing Trial. Fantastic victory, man. That's a big time win. So Major River looking really good. She's so much better in this game than 2004. I will continue to say it. I feel like 2003, I don't know what is wrong with her, but she just doesn't seem as strong as she is in this game. That's just my opinion. So we hit all of our goals. Good week there. Let's get everybody scheduled into races. Major River, 15 wins out of 27 starts, 4 grade 1s, and she's on a winning streak. She's 7 years old. Wow. How long have I been racing her? Have I been racing her whole career? It doesn't feel like it. But, like, I can't really... I mean, I can't check in her recent report. I think I've had her since she was 3. Or at least 4. Maybe 4. Either way, yeah. I can't believe she's already 7, man. Wow. It doesn't... Just doesn't feel like it's that long. I don't really have any plans for Major River. I'm just like putting her in greatest stakes races when they're, you know, available and just trying to win them. Like I don't really want to like specifically title chase with her because like she's a good horse, obviously. So that's a given. It's just about racking up the wins. Grade 2 Niagara. Yeah, I'm just winning anything I can with her, really. I mean, that's how I'm enjoying playing with her. When grade 1s are available, I'll do them. Otherwise, grade 2s and the occasional grade 3. But she's really just in grade 1s and grade 2s now, so it's not a problem. Storm Owl. S rank. They finally move our boy up. They finally give him S rank classification. I don't think he'll hit double S. He feels like a Valley King type of horse where the game just won't give him double S. But, yeah. I want to try him in the GWS turf, so Whatever the first test is, second cup. Storm Owl's real test, man. April 4th week. Second cup, GWF's turf territory. That's going to be a big, big, big challenge for him, and we'll see how he responds. It's worth a shot, you know. I got to see if he's capable of making that happen. So I've only raced Irish Hill 5 times, and I've been racing him I've been spreading out his races, obviously. I would say maybe later in this year I'll start to race him a little bit more intensely, but he's just not that good of a horse, so I don't really have to like rush it. I can just put him in a race when I feel it's necessary. 7 to 12, like he'll be a little antsy, but you know what? Maybe that'll fire him up. Maybe that'll fire him up enough to like actually win a race. So I'm totally okay with him being a little like, I want to run. Rocky Hurricane. That was his first win, actually. Wow. Yeah, I forgot. I blundered all of his other races. Well, not blundered, but just didn't finish as strongly as I thought. Even though finishing 4th in a grade 2 wasn't terrible. So maybe I'm just being a little overcritical. They still won't tell me his speed or his stamina or heart. Like, the rest of his stats don't look great at all. But you can see he's still growing as well. His chart is not, that line isn't at the top. He'll peak at around 4.5, so I mean, any of the stats on screen, except for that response rating, none of them are going to hit the 70s that we currently see. So yeah, that was a open win. I think I'm going to have to stick him to the open territory for now. Just until I feel more confident that he can handle graded stakes races. I think I might need to take a slower approach. Sometimes I just want to throw my horses in the toughest races, and it's like if they're not ready for it, then I'm not doing them, any service by putting them in races that are too difficult for them. So I have to be sensible. Grand Grease, Delicate Whip. A front runner, 49 stand. This reminds me of a formal method horse. I was actually going to consider negotiating. Because I'm better than Amora any day of the week. Even though Amora could very well be my twin just doing a weird cosplay or whatever, but Tanaka, no. I know you're quite upset. Not my fault, Tanaka. That's just not how we do things, okay? Not anymore. You used to be my friend. Now you just kind of annoy me. Like you annoy others in the community, apparently. It's really quite tragic. Delta Dream's up in the grade 3. 7 furlongs on the dirt. Second favorite behind Flaring Risk. Of course, Tanaka would challenge me. He always challenges me when he's on the favorite. That's why I mean my passive aggressive. I say it every episode that he does this. He challenges me when he's on the favorite. He's the only one that does that. Other jockeys, sometimes they won't be on the favorites. Tanaka has only challenged me for like the last dozen or so challenges while he's on the favorite. He's definitely being passive aggressive. The son of Secretariat here, Delta Dream. I'm just racing him until I retire him. He's a Hall of Famer. He's already achieved what he's needed to do on the track, and now he's just kind of waiting to enjoy, his more free or free. He'll just be enjoying his time, without having to race. I could have said that in so many, or actually so fewer, but easier words. But naturally, I would always overcomplicate it. But with Delta Dream here, I mean, it's been an awesome time, man. Been an awesome time. True closer. Of course, like, I would get a horse as the son of Secretariat that would be a true closer. I'm like, of course. Kind of forgot. This race was a lot shorter than I expected. So we have a long way to go. I don't think this is going to happen. We'll see. Yep, maybe a half a furlong earlier. would have given him more of a chance, but totally not even keyed in. Totally not even keyed in. But it's all right. Because that may have been his last race anyways. Again, he will be replacing one of the studs back there. I can't remember who. Maybe Diamond Planet or Gentle House, I think. Maybe Gentle House. But he'll be replacing one of them. So, yeah. Just putting him in races until I can put him in Gentle House's spot, basically. Which will be in a couple months. Unfortunately. That's just kind of how it's been. It was the same situation for September Sky. I'm just like, they're done racing. I'm just holding on to them until I can move them in their spots. So I'm just kind of, you know, they've already done so much that I'm so happy and proud of. I'm not really, I guess, focused that much on their races because it's just kind of like just doing this just to pass the time for them. Rapid Blade. This is a race that is important because still trying to keep Rapid Blade around here. She is getting stronger. She's 5 years old now. She technically is going to be at her peak here in a couple of months. So she doesn't look bad. I mean, she's not like explosive, but she's decent. She doesn't have a bad stat. The heart rating's at 52. Bears and counterclockwise not good. Or she would get those two abilities. But yeah, she's at a respectable level now, so I should be winning this. They're giving a sixth favoritism, which I gotta be honest. I'm gonna look at the rest of the field to see. Only Express. Okay, she's better than you. I'm not even being biased there. Claire Charm, better heart rating and good speed, so Claire Charm is respectable. I can respect that. Irish Master is a good horse. Terrible stamina though. So even at a mile, that horse might tire out. And the favorite has a good power rating and good speed rating. Okay, so pretty respectable field this time. Usually they give me like sixth. I still think she looks stronger across the board. In fact, with the 84 power rating, I think she should at least be top 3. I think at least top 3. Because again, like you still do need speed in a race at 8 furlongs, which is a mile here. You still do need some speed, and that's the only thing she's lacking. 73 is not great, you know. But again, with the rest of her upper stats being essentially above 70, and then her power being at 84, that should help. So again, hopefully we start to see that butterfly effect type of front-running performance. These are the butterfly effect stats that we're seeing. Great start. Now we need those every time. That will make things a lot easier with her and probably give us a better chance of actually winning our races if she can get out like that every time. Man, that was an awesome start. Probably one of the best ones we've had this season, if not the best start we've had this season with any horse. Now, the only thing I seem to suffer with when it comes to Rapid Blade is other horses constantly challenging me for the lead. I felt like horses never challenged Butterfly Effect, but then again, I knew I could run Butterfly Effect out front by 2 or 3 lengths. She wouldn't be tired, and I could control the pace. I'm not sure if I can do that with Rapid Blade. I don't, because she's not as strong as Butterfly Effect. You know? But maybe she'll surprise us. I don't know. She's rolling good today. Rolling good, rolling good. No Revo. Late start, but she'll go. She can fight. Come on, dig in, my girl. She's got a great power rating. Rapid Blade might really show us what she's worth today. Oh, look at this effort. There it is. The 2 is closing. That's main line, the favorite. Rapid Blade trying to hang on. She's just going to do it. Way to go, atta girl. What a race. Yeah, man, that's what I wanted to see out of Rapid Blade. I wanted to see in tough competition, in a very tough race heading down to the wire in the last half furlong, you know, could she hang in there? Could she fight it out? Even at the top of the stretch, I wanted to see if she could repel the head-to-head. She did. She repelled the head-to-head, so she kept driving. That is a great win for Rapid Blade, and that's a good thing to see. even at grade 3 competition level. You know, I'm going to put her in races. I have to give her a shot. You know, I have to put her in different classes outside of grade 3. I have to try her in grade 2s and even grade 1s when they pop up. They gave us 6th favoritism there. Like I said, I felt we should have been top 3 because I thought, I'm like looking at her, 84 power, 70, basically 73 stat rating for like 6 other categories. I'm like, she should be able to win this. Gosh, I'm like running out of free replay space. Yeah, that was a fantastic win there for Rapid Blade. Because I almost timed it wrong. I almost got going way too late on the spurt there. But I'm glad to see that she dug in and she fought back, man. That's something that even Formal Method, I feel like, struggles to do. That's when I talk about Formal Method, when I'm racing with her, and why I feel like it's just she's such a weird horse. She doesn't have that type of response. Rapid Blade showed you that response level. She gets out beautifully here. Instantly sending her to the front, trying to avoid traffic as we do so. But that was a really big effort today because one thing I had not really felt from her to that level was a really tough, you know, digging in and really fighting it out type of effort to win the race. She's won races, obviously, but that was, you know, she had to repel the attack, you know, the attack on the outside from the 2 horses. She put them away, and she took off, got a couple of lengths clear, which you'll see as we're coming around turn 4 now. Like, she really, yeah, she put herself in a position to stay competitive, and she fought off the attack. So you see 13 horse, I think, was going to challenge us at some point. Here comes the 13 to the 9. So you see, I just get her going at the right time. There's the challenge right there. The 13 horse is next to her. She's digging in. She's digging in. Still digging in. And you see the 13 starting to fall back. She's starting to create distance. So you see she repelled the 13 and the 6 that were going to attack her on her outside. And then you got the 2 horse, the favorite main line, driving in at the finish line there. So that is a great effort that I wanted to see because we hadn't seen her do that. If she can do that, and that's almost a perfect eval of a race. I mean, that's a great sign. So another grade 3 victory there for Rapid Blade, and that'll be actually her first. So she has a grade 2. That's her first grade 3. Only thing she's missing now is a grade 1. Slowly but surely. Alright, Delta Dream, because you are pretty much done, yeah, I will put you in a race in June because we will not be racing you in June. You have done very well for me, for us. 11 grade 1 wins, 14 wins out of 21 starts. With a Horse of the Year, GWS Dirt, and Dirt Champ title to go with it. You done plenty. You done plenty, my friend. Alright, Rapid Blade. Still A-ranked. Yeah, like, really, she's... all honesty, we should have been the favorite. We should have been. That's her 7th win. So out of her 18 races, she's finished in the top 3. 13 of 18 times. So she's been consistent. She's been very consistent. She's kind of reminded me of a Moon Trapper type of horse. You know what I mean? Moon Trapper did, I think, win a couple of grade 1s. Not many. That's what I want to see with Rapid Blade. I mean, I was hoping she would be more closer to ButterflyEffect than anything else. She seems like an upgraded version of her father. You know what I mean? Where, like, now she has the stats to be consistent, but she doesn't still have that raw star power yet. I think she's one of those horses I would prefer if she was like a Preceder. I think she would need to be a little bit stronger in the stamina category. Like 72 is good, but I would want that to be like in the 80s personally, but she's fine where she's at. It's just kind of nitpicking. A grade 1 would be nice. So that was at a mile as well. That's the thing. I am running her at much shorter distances. She might be better going long. I mean, ButterflyEffect, I routinely ran over 12 furlongs. So maybe that's also what I have to be more mindful of. 15 furlongs is a stretch, but I'm curious. Could she be that type of long distance horse? Or is that a terrible idea? I feel like walking on the wild side for a bit. I'm going to throw her in this grade 2, 15 furlong Toronto Stakes. She has the power, and she has 72 stamina. It's going to be a test, but if I can control the pace, I will just run it as slow as we need to, hopefully. I'm just curious. I've been running her like at a mile and 9 furlongs, maybe 10. I have not really given her the longer distances that she would probably be better suited with, so I have to be a little bit more mindful with that. Okay. 2 more races here. We're going to have Flying Home. This is our 3-year-old filly who is 4 for 4. She's undefeated, winning the Filly Cup her last time out. I think she got 2-year-old filly of the year. By he stargazing out of Real Happy. She'll be up in a grade 3, and then we have Marksman. I'm deciding to give him another shot. Looks like his braking, stamina, and staying ratings will all hit 70 soon. By Fairy Singer out of ButterflyEffect. This is the half brother of Rapid Blade. Actually, same mother, different father for them. They both have bears and Last Corner Leader. Yeah, bears came from ButterflyEffect's family somewhere, I think. No, it came from Fairy Singer, I think. ButterflyEffect didn't have bears. She did not. Yeah, pretty sure it came from Marksman's family. Well, not Marksman, Fairy Singer. Anywho. Let's do these and see where we end up with Marksman. Flying Home, trying to keep her undefeated. But I kind of gave up on Marksman for a little bit, but because he's still here, I'll give him a shot and see if I think he'll be worth trying to go on another run with. Storm Owl definitely is the better of the two. That's kind of clear by now. But maybe Marksman will show me something, or maybe not. Well, wait and see. Until then, Flying Home. Second favorite in this 9 furlong grade 3. The favorite is a 13 split effort. There's our beautiful girl. Again, by He's Stargazing, out of Real Happy. Last Corner Leader stretch burst. What could that other ability be? Grit? I can't remember. Either way, I still don't really know anything about Flying Home. 72 speed, and she's almost at her peak. So she's not going to be very fast. Her speed may hit like 78. Won't be any higher than 80, so she's not going to be really fast. I don't know what her stamina is, or her power, or her heart. But I'm undefeated with her. And I think it's because of her leg type. I can run her mid-pack. We can save ground. I can choose when to attack, when to move. You know, so that really does give us an advantage. If she wanted to run like as a front runner, I think this would not be I don't think she would be as good. Again, I think the horse's leg type is very important in its compatibility with the other stats. Like, you can't just have a horse with amazing stats, but with the leg type that somehow, you know, doesn't cooperate with one of the stats. You know, like if you have a front runner, but in the case of Formal Method, the stamina is like at 52. That's a hard task. As a front runner, your horse is probably going to tire out more often than not. You need good stamina to run at the front and set the pace. You know what I mean? So that's my thing with front runners. They have to have good stamina. I can't deal with a front runner that has like below 60. Alright, so we're the second favorite with Flying Home here. She's got plenty of stamina. I want to see her really dig in here now. We got to make sure she can make a run, because that'll prove she's a true tier 1 horse in the making. If she can make a run like this, and she's gone. No, we're getting a challenge from the one horse on the inside. Oh, the one horse is about to run past us, and it does. Wow. Is that the favorite? I don't think, was that the favorite? What a race, though. Great ride there from Flying Home, but pretty sure that was the favorite that got us. No, Marvelous Form. Okay. I mean, that was a great run. The one horse that wasn't expecting that. Wasn't expecting it at all. Nothing I could really do. I think had that horse not been in the race, Flying Home's winning by, you know, two or three lanes. So that's a great effort. She put those other horses away, and I could have gotten her started, you know, much sooner. I did kind of hold her intentionally and wanted to see how she would respond. I tell you guys, I do that with horses sometimes because I think that's important. Sometimes you may not have the perfect trip and you'll have to start a little bit later. And you need to adjust, and I need to see if my horses can make that adjustment and still win. If they can't make those adjustments and win, then, you know, it's going to be a hard time, you know, as far as like trying to win the big things, the big championships. That's important. So that's a great effort there. I'm really happy with that. Marksman up in another grade 3, 9 furlongs. He's the favorite. I haven't raced with him in over a year, so I don't even know what to expect. Run him towards the back. He's not that fast. He has okay stamina. He's really powerful. I mean, he has decent power. He doesn't have that much heart, so if he gets in a head-to-head situation and he loses it, it could end up squandering his race. You guys know how I am about the fiery spirit of my horses. They have to have that spirit, that fighting, fiery spirit to want to keep going, man, and just not give up, regardless of how tough it looks. If they don't have those attributes, those characteristics, then, yeah. It's just not my thing, man. It's not my taste. I mean, I've already been traumatized by being on horses with, like, not good heart ratings that I've literally lost races because of that. It's not something I want to go through routinely. It's a really avoidable, an easy and avoidable way to lose in the game. Just don't ride on horses with bad heart ratings, you know? That's just my solution. You can kind of avoid that altogether. Marksman's running a little bit hard here, but this is fine. He really feels like he wants to go run as a procedure. It's like, that's not our game, bud. He's got last corner leader, so I do have to get him going now. Oh, Marksman, go, dude. Go, go, go. Really slow response rating, but we'll have to work with it. Let's see how he fights. We're the favorite. Not going to get last corner leader, but we have plenty of stamina, so if we can hold off, we can put the 5 away. And yep, Marksman's going to put the 5 away. It's a grade 3. That's not a bad effort there from Marksman. Ran that pretty clear. Could have gone another half furlong and still probably increased the gap there. So I'm going to change his tack because it's too similar to another horse I think that we have. So definitely going to change that. That's a good effort. That's a perfect race. I'll give Marksman another shot because that felt pretty nice. Definitely a slow response. I mean, it took him forever to get the message that now is now, but hey, he got there. Nonetheless, he got there. So we're going to go ahead and change his tag. But before we do that, let's put... Gosh, Flying Home stats do not look good. But, like, she's running really well. That has to be the pedigree speaking, because I think she's a true 3rd generation horse, or 4th generation. No, maybe... Or she'd be considered. I mean, at this point, from the very top, she's technically a 4th gen, but regardless, she has 2 complete families that have come together now with Western Tiger Lee's Gold, East Stargazing, and then on her mother's side, real happy with Vivid Legend Pink Gemstone. She has Arctic Crop in her pedigree as well. So to me, her stats aren't representative of what she's really capable of on track. Her pedigree, I think, is why she's 4 for 5, and she hasn't finished worse than 2nd. If she already has 4 wins, is you know, from a 2-year-old and 3-year-old season. The pedigree is definitely speaking volumes there. So they want her in the grade 3 apricot in March, and that's for 3-year-old fillies, 7 furlongs. Top 3 go to the Cherry Cup, and I say, yeah, let's do it. It's a little bit shorter than her preferred distance, but I would like to race her against grade 2 competition. See how she handles that, but marksman. So we close out here. We're going to go ahead and change your tack, dude. And I'll put you in a race. I feel like I want to keep the hood. I just want to like change the colors. I'm going to do red. We just do flat red. Does that really change anything? I just want him just to stand out a little bit more. I don't know if adding a shadow roll would really help. It's a lot of red, but I just kind of wanted to study. I wanted to stay with the red and black theme. So yeah, just something to make him look a little bit different. That was really all I was going for. Maybe actually change the ears. Or do we take the ears off? I actually like him better without the ears. I like that much better. So hopefully that looks different on track for sure. I think that gives him more of his own character. Well, Marksman, welcome back, buddy. Gotta be honest with you, I wasn't really sure if it was going to be worth trying again, but that was a pretty good effort. So I would like to run him at a grade 2 next time out to really see, like, okay, can this be viable? Unfortunately, there's not anything decent for him in a while. Columbia handicap in May. So that's 3 months away. I mean, I don't think he'll be a grade 1 horse at all. I really don't. I think he's a grade 2 moon trapper type of horse. And those horses have proven to be very valuable for us in breeding. So that's why it's still important to see if he can maybe turn into that type of horse. Because we can always make room, you know, for our horses when we want to, you know, introduce them into the barn for breeding. We can always make room. So we just need to make sure that it's like worth it to put them in that spot. That's going to do it though for today. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. We still have plenty of racing left to go, but we're going to start getting to the spring here. And remember, we are going to have 8 new foals on the way very shortly. In the next 2 months, they will be born. So probably within the next 2 to 3 episodes, I'd imagine we will be at the point where we can see the 8 new foals. Cannot wait. It's going to be an awesome season. We won't be doing breeding this year. Again, we're going to take a little bit of time off for that so we can, you know, slowly start to reduce the amount of horses that we have coming in just so we can keep that number a little bit more condensed. That'll also give us more time to focus on each horse a little bit more closely, you know, in detail and really map out what titles they can try to achieve. Like some of the more unique titles we haven't really chased, you know what I mean? That focus on like winning very specific races and not just winning like a certain number of them. I want to get to that point. So I think having less horses but more quality, higher quality ones to focus on will give us a better picture of that. So we're doing great in the jockey standings as always. We are first in all 3 categories with a 71 win percent average. Only 1 grade 1 victory this year because there haven't been any grade 1s to run, but 10 wins in our 14 starts. So yeah, man, we're in flow. We have a really good barn of horses when you really look at top to bottom from all different categories, some of which have passed their prime but are still competitive. Some are still growing, others still have some time until they really hit their stride, and some of them are at their peak and running even beyond it. So we have a lot of good horses, but this list will start to shrink down over time. And it'll be fun to even run against some horses that maybe we decide aren't worth, you know, keeping around for breeding. So we'll continue to roll on from there. Until next time, Horse Racing Gamer signing out. Hope you have a great fantastic day. I'll see you later. Bye.
Welcome to Horse Racing Gamer, where champions are made.